Today I wanted to go over and show you two ways that you can quickly and easily analyze a rental property. Now, the first method is something I call the back-of-the-napkin method. It's a super quick, once-over, easy way to figure out your numbers if you're just driving by a property and you want to see roughly if it cash flows. The second way is to do a deep dive analysis, really punch in the numbers, break down all the different expenses, and still make sure that it will cash flow even after you do the first analysis. So let's dive right into this. I've got my screen right here. I want to find a property that I know nothing about. I've never analyzed before, I've never looked at, and so I can do this in an area where I don't even live. So let's go and check out redfin.com, and I don't know, let's do Birmingham, Alabama. Okay. Under filters, we're gonna do multifamily. All right, well, let's do this one. Okay, so we can see here the purchase price is $180,000. It was built in 1930. Doesn't look amazing, but it also doesn't look terrible either. Cash flow is possibly over $2,700 a month. I'm not sure why they say possibly, but okay, we'll go with that number. Okay, let's do this one. So the very first thing we have to do is we need to figure out how much the mortgage costs. So I like to use the Zillow mortgage calculator. The reason for that is because it includes property taxes and insurance, which most mortgage calculators do not. So let's put in the purchase price of $180,000. Down payment would be 20. Interest rate, I don't know, let's even do 5% just because we want to be on the conservative side. Include PMI, but obviously we put 20% down, so it won't matter. Property taxes. I don't know what the property taxes are on this guy. Let's see, schools. Okay, tax record, 2013, says $15. I'm sure that's a lie. So let's see if we can, property taxes, Alabama, Birmingham, and let's see if we can find citizen. This looks promising. Okay, so this is the county website. Let's search for your real property here. I don't have a last name or a parcel number, but I'm going to search by address, which was 2701 Pike Road. Okay, so total taxes looks like what's been paid is $1,821. So if we come back here, I'm just going to do $1,825 to be safe. And then this property was built in the 1930s. So I'm guessing that homeowners insurance is going to be fairly high. So let's just do, I don't know, let's do $1,400 just to be safe. Okay, so our mortgage payment is $1,042. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to the listing and we can see that the projected cash flow is $2,700 a month. Let's go to our calculator. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the estimated cash flow, $2,700 a month, and we're going to take off 15%. I do 15% right off the top of the gross rents, and that gives me some reserves for maintenance, repairs, capital expenditures, anything like that. If you don't self-manage the properties, I self-manage all of my own properties. If you self-manage all of your properties, then you don't have to account for property management fees. If you don't manage your properties, then add an additional 10%, so say 25% total. I'm gonna do 15. Okay, so I'm gonna take 2,700, multiply that by 0.85, that subtracts the 15% for vacancy, maintenance, repairs, all that. And then we are going to subtract our mortgage payment, which was $1,042, minus $1,042. And that means that our net cash flow after all the expenses have been accounted for is $1,250. Divide that by 4 units, $313.25 net cash flow per door per month, which this property, for me, this works. Okay, so let's go and the second method, let's check out the deep dive analysis and see how things work out. So this is 2701 Pike Road, Birmingham. Purchase price is $180,000. Closing costs would be 2%. Repair costs, this is something that our quick and easy analysis didn't really account for, but that's definitely something that we'll want to account for because it's built in 1930. I bet there's going to be a decent amount of repair needed on this guy. So let's even just put, I don't know, let's do 15,000. It looks like people are living there, they're happy, so it may not necessarily need a ton, but there's always something that you need to account for. After repair value, I don't know, we'll say 200,000. Down payment, 20%, we'll do 5% for interest rate, 30 years, no points, no fees, 2,700 a month, 4 units. Property taxes, we said were 1,825. Insurance, we'll do 1,400. So the mortgage is auto-calculated for us, $773. I know on the other one we said the mortgage was just over $1,000, but if you look here, 773. The mortgage only piece was $773, which you can see here on their their calculator. But we add in the property taxes and the insurance separately. Maintenance and repair 5%, capex 5%. Again, I self-manage, so 0 for property management. Vacancy rate. I didn't see anything in there about tenants paying utilities or if the landlord pays utilities. So just to be safe, let's go ahead and do $50 a month for sewer, 50 for water, 50 for lawn and snow, and 50 for garbage. So that's kind of got a lot of expenses. I'm going to assume there's no HOA. But even still, if we look at this breakdown, we've got $2,700 is our gross income. Our expenses are right around $1,700. That means that $263 per month per door net is what we'll get to keep in our pocket. That's a little bit lower than we calculated over on the calculator, which we said was $313, but they're still fairly close. This is still a good deal for both of them. Cash on cash return, 23%. Typically, I'll buy anything that's over 12% and over $200 net per door per month. Total down payment, total cash needed. This is our down payment, closing costs, and also our repairs as well. And this definitely beats the 1% rule. So yeah, this is actually a really good deal. And it's something that I absolutely would pursue if I was looking to buy something long distance. So anyway, that's a quick breakdown. Hopefully that makes sense. If you want to snag a copy of the analyzer that I used, you can grab that down in the description. But otherwise, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's helpful. Really, truly, you need to be able to do this almost instinctively. As you're driving through neighborhoods, you need to be able to just quickly and easily analyze a property and see if it's even worth pursuing. So that's all for today. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for watching.